10. Looks like Sean Dickinson. No, let it go. Oh, Saunders back in the pack. Takes Monster. Donovan's in it. Sean English is in it. Oh my God, are you? Caution! No way. Or he's gonna dive bomb him. Here he goes. He's gonna try a bomb. All the way to his bumper. Can he shove him? Can't do it. Dylan Orr is gonna win it here in Iowa. Bump and run! Oh, he's done this before!
Bump and run the 61 to the inside. Can he make it work? He's got it.
Inside of the O2. He scored it! Oh, Burrows is around! Oh, the wrecking right in front of him. That's Mogren.
Jones is a great run on the high side.
Drive off the corner and
They're gonna be side by side. This is gonna be a photo finish. 3 wide out the wire. And that's the stripe. It's gonna be Ruggles! Oh my God, what a finish! iSCAR is in. We're up and away. Green flag.
61, Dominic Howell.
Oh, he gets hooked! Oh my God! Hard into the wall! Huge track on the start finish line. Who comes out on top?
Dallas Mahan wins.
Dallas Mahan wins it! What? Make quick work of that number 9 of Eric Andrews. Andrews washes up the racetrack. Oh, let's go! Oh no! Oh! They're gonna be wrecking. That's the big one. Oh my God! Connor's involved. They're still wrecking. iSCAR is live here for the TSP Cup Series for the Pocono 200, getting set to go for round number 5 out of 20 here at Pocono Raceway. Welcome here live. My name is Ezeckiel Reyes. Nobody joining us in the booth tonight. We should have Kilo Hankins or maybe Gabe Allen joining into the booth as we continue on for tonight's race. But a 200-mile race going to be ran for tonight. Race analysis is going to be shown on the right-hand side of the screen. 80 laps, 200 miles. Pit window should be every 30 to 35 laps. Pit road speed at 55. Yeah, we're at the three-corner circuit here for tonight. Obviously a tricky triangle. Track length 2.5 miles in length, turns 3. One in each corner of the racetrack. Elevation right around 2,000 above sea level. Track temp very hot on the racetrack as of right now, so these cars are probably going to be upset as we continue on with this race. But not a lot of drivers here for tonight. Very surprised. Don't have a lot of drivers, but we do have a couple disconnections because of it. People leaving left and right. And wishing for just a better race coming next time. But we'll see how this race plays out for everybody in the field. Not a lot going to be talked about tonight. I'm expecting a first-time winner since previous winners from the first 4 races. I don't think they're here. Yeah, none of them are here, I don't think. Let me go ahead and pull up Dan Lisa, but I don't think our last 4 winners are here. They are not, I think. Charlie Byers not here. Daniel Falkingham's not here. Dylan Alt's not here. Only Mulrooney. And the number 2, he's running P6 in practice as of right now, but yeah, 3 of the 4 winners are not on the racetrack, so should be interesting on how this race will pan out. But it's going to be 80 laps going to be ran for tonight, so Should be a long one from start to finish, so we're going to go ahead and slide ourselves to the side as we play the national anthem. Rise up, remove your hats as we salute our nation's colors. Alright, and we're back here live, currently live at Pocono Raceway, Speedway, Motorsports Park, Motorplex, I don't even know what the heck to call this. Pocono Raceway. Pocono 200, iSCAR TSP Cup Series, round number 5, down to 20. About to go green here in just momentarily. Currently qualifying is underway, as we set ourselves for this 80 lapper. Lap time's going to be shown on the left-hand side of the screen as field sets ourselves to the go. Currently 5 people logging in on the racetrack as of right now. Not a lot to talk about. I didn't log in points since the broadcast, you know, started up late. Mm, 19 drivers on the racetrack. I know one of them is actually not on the racetrack. I don't think Granger Para is, and that 51's gonna log in a lap. So, yeah, just 19 people, or most likely 18 people, gonna be here for this NIS rundown. So, a small show for tonight, but it should pay off in dividends for some cool racing. yeah. Alright, we'll go ahead and run down through the field and get ourselves set for tonight's race. Starting order going to be shown in front of your screen. Connor Brandon, Jared Kim Smith, round up row number 1. Row number 2, Eric Keeter, Aaron Mulrooney. Row number 3, Cade McKee, Andy McDowell. Row 4 going to be Ryan Kendrick, Glenn Bundred. Row 5, Cole Woody, Austin Johnson. Row 6 going to be Grayson Trexler, Keaton Jones. Row 7, Granger Parag, Josh Patterson. Row 8, Ryan Kwan, Malachi Drake. Mark Brannigan, Eric Stamp, round out row number 9 in the final row, all the way back in 20th starting position. Gonna be Gabe Allen. So yeah, well, did I do this right? Nope, of course I didn't. Let me go ahead and change that and do my ratchet fixing of what I fail at camera and stuff like that. Let me just save the track as well and stuff. Well, yeah, hopefully that'll be the only time I'll have to open up my chat thing, because we have Mullen on the board for hosting for this one, so. Yeah, should be fun. I know it doesn't sound fun right now, but what can I say when not a lot of cars are on the racetrack, so. Forgot to refresh cars, so yeah, there you go. Not a lot to be talked about. As set ourselves up for this green, Connor Brennan, number 92, on top of the board in that Smexy number 92 machine. Austin, I forgot to add your A's, your face. All right, rolling off. Hopefully nobody runs into each other. First time on these V7, no, not the first time. Second time on these V7 tires. First time was at Bristol, where Rooney ended up winning that race. There's your pole sitter right in front of your screen. At number 92, Connor Brandon. Working himself around the racetrack. I wouldn't be surprised if he puts himself to the front here tonight. I mean, he's obviously starting himself on pole, so he's already up front, but Derek Smith should be a challenge, and that number 66 should be fun to see on how he manages to go ahead and rock himself forward for this one. Next week, we're going to be in an off week because of Christmas. I want to go ahead and say Merry Christmas to everybody. Merry Christmas to everybody early, because after this broadcast, we won't see any more comp racing until next year. I'll come in January, so Merry Christmas, everybody. Hope you enjoyed tonight's broadcast. We set ourselves up for this 80-lapper, 200 miles in length, 100% in fuel, so it should be a relatively straightforward race. We get ourselves up, set for this green flag. Pace car is in. Green, green, green. We're up and away here for the Pocono 200. Pretty wide already. And already giving flashbacks of what happened in the truck race. Went 3 wide. Looks like Heater and the number 11 will back out of it. Everybody works themselves. Oh my goodness, a lot of cars are tight. As already a yellow flag on the racetrack. Multiple cars spinning around. Oh my goodness, we have some people destroyed already. Ryan Kwan's in it. Gabe Allen's also in it. He's done for. Yeah, just exactly how the truck race panned out. We got people running over people, and you see as Patterson ran into the 54, Gabe Allen smashes the wall hard. His day is done for. Yeah, big wreck on lap number 1. We'll see again the contact right there. That's the 02 and the 54 getting into each other. I don't know. Just everybody misjudges one, and they just all pile in. Of course, this first lap doesn't even help. Truckster slaps the wall. He keeps it going though. It's gonna have a lot of right front damage on that machine. Since pace laps take forever here at Pocono, slide yourself to the side. Here momentarily. Yeah, you see the contact there. Ryan Kwan gets into the mix. Gabe Allen flies into him. Obviously, his day being done for. Watch the 019 and Gabe Allen try to whip it low, and Malachi Drake was there. And Kwan's day is most likely done for as well. That's the second week in a row we've had a first lap caution. We had it at Bristol, and here we are. We're under caution yet again. And we're already taking out contenders in this 19 car field, which is really disappointing. So we'll slide ourselves to the side as I go ahead and grieve in disappointment. We'll be right back right after this. iSCAR Pocono round number 5 out of 10. 20, excuse me. Currently under caution here. Currently under the first caution of the night as we double ourselves up for this next
Hang
restart.
on, we're not going green.
And we are not going to go green next time by, so I'm going to just go ahead and play another commercial as I go ahead and grieve in more disappointment. And we're back here live, Pocono 200 iSCAR TSP Cup Series for Pocono Raceway, Long Pond, Pennsylvania. Yeah. Yeah. Not a lot to be said. Still under caution. I mean, we're about to go green next time by, so Connor Brennan, one who led the field to the restart, will lead it again as he's blinking in and out. Hopefully that doesn't, you know, hopefully that's not too big of an issue as we set ourselves for this green flag. At number 92, Connor Brennan will lead the field to the go. The pace car slides itself on in.
Green flag, green flag.
They got a great jump over that 66 Derek Smith. They're working to one this time by. Field scrambling right behind, 3 wide action for looks like 4th place. Looks like they're going to single it out, but it goes side by side as Cade McGee, number 27, wants to pick himself to the low side. One car way washed up the racetrack. Cade gets tight again, nearly washed up into Eric Keeter, who nearly won this race, the Truck Series last season. Work ourselves off that, off of turn number 1 down the Long Pond straightaway. We survived through 1, so we'll see if we can survive through 2 as side-by-side racing near contact. That's Cade who gets tight. Heater's in the wall. There we go. That's gonna be a caution. Oh, I lied. It wasn't. Heater got put in the wall by Cade, and we're 4 wide as we work ourselves around that number 11. Heater's not gonna be happy about that that contact with number 27 to Cade McGee. Worked ourselves to 3 side-by-side action right behind, and off the corner, Connor Brennan, number 92, will lead the charge. Back into 1. Peeking to the low side for 2nd place. Here comes Derek. No, not Derek. That's the number 20 of Andy McDowell. We get down low. Did not get the run right off the corner as these cameras are garbage. Apologies. These are not my cameras. These are iRacing's cameras that were provided. But side-by-side action right behind as well. The number 90. Number 98, Glenn Bundren, as we're 4 wide. Oh my gosh, cars are all over the place as you see 09. Eric Samp hit the wall in the process. Malachi Drake in the 90 going to make himself to the low side, get a couple spots up for that, but a lot of aggressive racing towards the back half of the field. So as right now, looking right behind, 1 car all the way to the safer barrier. Right next to the inside wall, that'd be Austin Johnson. He started himself toward the front of the field. Oh, actually, no, he didn't. I lied. He started himself in 10th. Now he's backed up to 11th. He's now fighting out for that number 11 of Eric Keeter as he gets tied right off the corner. Tires got to warm up. V7 tires, obviously being ran here for the night, so these drivers got to be careful of how they treat themselves around the racetrack. Pocono is usually tight track since it has flat corners around the racetrack, unless you have a stiff setup. Sliding into the corners on entry. Expect to be tight most of the way around. Hence why you see a lot of people overshooting turn number 1. You see Patterson way up the racetrack as that's Stamp, who's going to make himself to the low side. Meanwhile, battle for the lead is heating up front. Connor Brennan is trying to break the draft. Derek pushed the car just a slight bit too much right up off the corner just because of that slipstream. Clean air means a lot. As of right now, Connor taking advantage of it, breaking the draft left and right, trying to get away from that 66 at Derek Smith, but you got to be straightforward with their corners. It's not a consistent track since the straightaways are just so long. Every time you enter a corner, it's probably going to be different than the lap previous, so you gotta adapt as much as you can. As you see there, the 66, Derek Smith got a great run through that corner. To the backside on that number 92. Proximity versus Miller. Seen this before. So we're gonna 1. Now what I'm gonna do is actually gonna switch out my camera file real quick. As you see, Derek, yeah, got tight through turn number 1. Looks like it's just not his way going around the racetrack. Alright, let me go ahead and switch this out real quick to our Howard cam, and there we go. We don't have any poop cameras now, because iRacing cameras are a load of actual garbage. But that does mean I need to, like, redo my car camera files and stuff like that, but not the matter. Finally, we have a solid field of view. Track's 2.5 miles, so a lot of room for mistake. As you see, Andy McDowell up on your screen work himself into second place. He too is a Miller Motorsports machine. Flips right up off the corner. Some more side-by-side racing right behind. Oh, look at this. 65 Ryan Kendrick. Also in this battle as well as working into turns number 2. Ah, finally, not garbage cameras here at Pocono. Surprised. Side-by-side right behind. Ooh, man, number 48. Mark Brannigan wanted to shut the door on the 77 Keaton Jones. Side-by-side right off of 3. I'm pretty sure by the looks of it, see Brannigan crosses the line first. Here goes that 21. Got the door open, and 77 Jones is going to throw the block. All as well as they work in 1. Lots of racing right behind, so. Gabe Allen. Number 019, just floating around the racetrack. Currently laps down after that first lap wreck. See Connor Brennan up number 92. Has a clear straight shot ahead. About 3 cars right behind him. Look at the game up on him. That's Mulrooney, Smith, McDowell, all in this battle. For that front running spot. Look how close to the safer barrier they are. Whipping right off the corner. This is one of the only few tracks in which you actually have to aim your car off the exit straight forward. See this straightaway. This straightaway right here. This doesn't have a safer barrier on it. But off of 1, it does, so you got to be careful of where you out-track your car. We'll see if there's... No, see right there, there's no safer barrier as well on the front stretch. So I don't know why they stretched the safer barrier down off of 1 into 2, but see right there. The whole safer barrier just stretches down. Wonder why. The cars usually out-track right next to the actual concrete wall off the corner. See Gabe Allen going to move out of the racetrack to let the leaders by. The number 92, Connor Brandon. Andy McDowell also falling in pursuit. Got a ball for 3rd. It is going to be Derek M. Smith and Aaron Mulrooney. Mulrooney to the low side, and he's working himself forward. By the looks of it, he's one of the faster cars on the racetrack as of right now. Not as fast as the leader, that number 92, Connor. But clean air playing dividends to him. Works himself to the low side, breaking the draft with that 66. Mulrooney is now in 3rd place. Tell you what, Andy McDowell in that number 20. He's had it nicely handed to them. I wouldn't say handed. He's worked himself in 2nd place. And he's chasing down that leader in that number 92, Connor. Last time by, he was definitely faster than him. Wonder if that slipstream is just working a bit, or Andy has this track nailed down. Connor's not really running nice in that clean air. He has to keep himself up front, or else if he can't run nicely in clean air, I wonder what happens if he's just stuck back there behind Andy in dirty air. So Andy doing a nice job of staying in line rather than Connor. Connor's using as much racetrack as him right up off the corner, but Andy, in the meantime, is just running straight laps forward. That time by, I don't think there was a lot of changes. We're working ourselves through the field. Cade McGee in the number 7. You see Heater has fell back multiple positions after that contact with Cade, but Cade looking tight right off of 2, and here comes the 77. Gonna peek to the low side. No, the 21 of Austin Johnson's gonna actually fill the hole up on the outside. And those people are just not gonna go anywhere behind Cade unless they want to work themselves together to get, not behind, but in front of that number 27. But currently 4 cars in this pack, as you see the 21 gonna pull out to get a run into 1. Looks like Brannigan's gonna follow in the mix. It looks like they're going to slide back in line, but Cade's running a bit tight in that number 27. Already he's watched up the racetrack multiple times. You see the battle up front of them, too. This is, I think, Cole Woody, Ryan Kendrick. Kendrick, NIS regular. Cole also an NIS regular. You see the blocking going on in the background. Cade does not want to give up that position to the 77, and Jones going to peek himself to the low side. And Cade, oh, really tight RF off the corner, and Johnson's going to have a run. Cade's just been blocking. That's just going to frustrate the drivers right behind you, especially this early in the race when you're blocking that much. I don't think it's worth it, but as of right now, I guess knock yourself out. Number 27 to Cade is just, no, doing what he has to do to keep himself in position. And here comes Johnson. He's going to pull out yet again. You see Gabe Allen on the racetrack. He pulls himself to the low side, gets out of the way of these leaders, but yeah. Johnson has made himself to the high side of Cade. Side by side down the back straightaway. Actually, this is long punch straightaway. Working to 2. Austin can't get the corner ends because he's running the outside, but he does still stay tucked up behind the 27, starting to lose ground now as they work into 3. All these 4 drivers, somebody has to give, and it's just a ticking time bomb until something goes off with that pack, and we'll just get separated. But here they go. Austin going to make the move, coming into 1. Brannigan's going to be the helper. That number 48 is going to push into 1. Will he get the position? Austin has to force himself into the low side, and Cade gets tight. Now Austin moves himself into 7th place. He's trying to drag Brannigan with him. Brannigan peeks himself to the low side. See on how that works. 2. Mark watched up the race. Oh, looks like Mark got a bit tight, so they're going to be side by side right off with Cade, and that's just going to allow Austin to just pull away. So Austin's now checking out of how Cade's running the racetrack. In the meantime, a couple other drivers who are duking it out. Cole Woody and Ryan Kendrick. This battle right here was closer before we panned to it. Down the straightaway, and you see Kendrick close the gap off of 1. Big, just a slight. Nothing too really drastic. Kendrick just following in pursuit in that draft with Cole. Doesn't work into one. Both these drivers playing nice with each other. As you see, one car I think bounced off the wall in the background. Would that be the number 48 of Brannigan? It might have been. But now Brannigan's past Cade, and Cade's fallen back, and he's fallen back even more positions to the 77 of Keaton Jones, who now makes himself to the low side. Drives himself into the corner, side by side, and Cade loses a position to Keaton. Yet again, more tight by Cade. He's really struggling as of right now, but in the meantime, up front, Connor Brennan and Andy McDowell have been within a second of each other. A person we haven't really talked about in this battle for the fastest laps being logged. Number 2, Mulrooney. He's probably the fastest car on the racetrack as of right now. His last lap time was in the sub 56 second range. That's the only car who is in the 56 second range. And he's currently running in 3rd place, so if he keeps running the speed as he has been, he might have a chance to go ahead and whip up to the number 92, Connor, for this front spot. Connor, last time by, a 57.146. Andy, 57.222. Aaron, 56.805. So, looking good for Aaron as of right now. We'll see on how it turns out for him as they work down the front straightaway. Connor's been trying to break the draft. I don't think that's helping, especially when you're in clean air. You're just, in my opinion, if you're in clean air, this is iRacing's draft is really overcomplicated. It's over-exaggerated in my opinion, and the way it works, it just blah. For me, it's just blah. The way runs are held, the way runs are even and taken. I don't think it just works. One of the DNFs, I have to go ahead and point it out. Glenn Bundren in the number 98. Looks like he just towed it off the racetrack and just called it a day. Another person, haven't mentioned around, looks like Eric Stamp, the 09, has decided to pit. And now we're seeing some people hit pit road. Cade McKee is hitting pit road early. I'm surprised that you're hitting pit road, especially at this time of the race. They could stretch it all the way to 32. Or 35, or maybe around 35 range. But these people are just going to elect to go into pit road, so Cade electing for a 25 lap strategy. Every pit will be 25 laps. Cade, of course, his car's been running tight. Might as well just come in. So a good strategy call by that number 27. Eric Stamp pitted earlier. He'll still make it on 2 stops. Everybody here, I think, can stretch it to at least, I mean, just 2 stops. There's no way, unless you're short pitting, that you'll be eligible for that 3-stop strategy. As we got a battle for a second, Mulrooney up into 2nd place. So 2 proximity drivers are 1 and 2. Down to the straightaway. Connor, I'd stretch it to, let me pull up the calculator. So Connor should pit in about at least 10 laps if he could stretch it all the way to 35. So. Yeah, so stretching it won't do you any difference because it's just going to stretch you all the way to lap number 70 if you could stretch it all the way to lap 30. So might as well just come in. We'll see on how these drivers, I guess, are going to run out. But if I were going on a 2-stop strategy, I'd just hit pit road now before you lose more position on those old tires because, as I said, if you pit now, it's currently 53 to go, so you could just split that number. You could split 53 into 2, and you'll pit. Your next pit stop's going to be with 26 to go, and you're still going to have a handful amount of fuel left. So. If there's one thing I'm doing, it's calculating fuel. If there's one thing I'm bad at doing, it's commentating. I'm liking how this strategy is pulling around for people like Eric Stamp and Cade McKee. Cade is actually in front of this leader. Another strategy you have to keep in mind here at Pocono, if you're within at least, I guess, within range of the leader, at least 10 seconds, so all the way up to 8th place, you could pit without losing a lap. So it won't hurt to short pit, because you won't go a lap down. So everybody in this top 8 has to keep that in mind. You're not going to go a lap down when you pit here. That's why pit road here, this track is just so big. Just may play into your favor. So Eric Stamp, thank you for the subscription, Steven. People like the 09 of Stamp. He pitted about, looks of it, 6 laps ago. And out of the racetrack. Here comes Josh Patterson making himself out on the racetrack as well. There's at least a 10 lap differential. And when you want to hit pit road as the 02 is going to that's going to, no, that's not going to be penalty. The line of exit is is in the entrance to 1 rather than off of exit of 1. So I thought that would have been a penalty on the 02, but it is not. Anyway, the lap of differential with pitting with that 2-stop strategy is 10 laps. So you could adjust it to your well-being, and hopefully it suits you coming for this long run. But by the looks of it, since this field is just fanned out through just about everywhere, I'm not expecting caution, but it should be a slight bit interesting on how these drivers work it. As you have a big battle for 3rd place. Look at all this scramble go on. This is Eric Stamp. That's a lap car as he works himself to the high side. The 20 of Andy McDowell is also in this run as well. Derek M. Smith in the 66. Looks like that's the 2. Rooney. Well, these people just gotta keep in check of these lap cars and hopefully.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Oh my gosh, we got a yellow. Are you kidding me? So, yeah, that puts Stamp. He's 1 lap down. He's going to have to take a lucky dog. Cade McKee in that 27 is the lucky one off of that. He pitted, and he's still on the lead lap. We're going to see what happens. It looks like the 02 of Josh Patterson. Patterson just parked it, and the yellow came out for that. so Patterson parks it on the apron, and that throws out the yellow. So we're under caution here for the second time tonight. And for Stamp, you gotta be smashing the wheel, but he's the only one who's currently 1 lap down, so it's not a big hit for him. He's still gonna, you know, take the wave around next time by, but yeah, Stamp just parked it on the apron. I mean, not Stamp, but Josh Patterson just parked it on the apron. That threw out the caution, and unfortunately, yeah, there goes Stamp by. As pit road's open this time by. Everybody, of course, hitting pit road. If you're not going to hit pit road, I don't know why. Cade was at least 4 laps on his tires, so he just might as well like to go on pit road and slap on 4, even though he was on the lead lap and had fresher tires than the rest of the field. What the heck? Is that a glitch? Look how... I think that's a glitch. Look how many cars are just bouncing on pit road. I don't know if that's just the new tire. That's probably because of the new tire. I've never seen cars just bounce on pit road like that, ever. But off of pit road first, going to be Connor Brennan, who has been up front for the rest of the way. I mean, for most of this race. Gabe Allen on the racetrack, he's just going to get the lucky dog. He did pit last time by, so it's a bit of luck to him. Gabe going to be now, I think, 7 laps down rather than 8. Pit road wasn't too hectic, so we're going to just slide ourselves to the side. Unless if we have anybody in the booth that we could drag onto. No, it looks like we can't, so we're going to go ahead and slide ourselves to the side. So go ahead and count in for caution. So we'll be right back right after this. Stay tuned, more to come. iSCAR, iSCAR TSP Cup Series Pocono 200. We'll be right back right after this. And we are back here live for the Pocono 200 iSCAR TSP Cup Series at Pocono race, where I'm currently working on lap 34 out of 80. Has been a relatively quiet race. Not a lot of battling going throughout the field, but still a straightforward race. 33 laps complete, 47 remain. 0 lead changes, cautions 2 for every 7 laps. So most of this race has been ran under green. Best lap of the race, 56.174. That be ran by the leader of Connor Brandon, but right behind him, Rooney has been charging forward. We'll see if he could go ahead and make something happen on the restart. He's going to be starting right beside his teammate, number 92 of Connor Brandon. Right behind him, Cole Whitting, at number 26. He's been quiet all day. He's been roaming around top 5 the whole entire time. Was actually with the 65 of Ryan Kendrick, has fell back multiple positions. But here we go, setting ourselves up for the screen flag. Race going to go ahead and slide itself on a pit road, and number 92 will lead the field to the restart. Green. We're up and away here at Pocono. Not a lot of fanning out as they work themselves into turn number 1. Everybody scoots up right against the wall to get a good arc into 1. Looking 3 wide all the way to the low side. That's Cole Whitting, right? Trying to make something happen there, right tucked up on that number 2 machine. I got a bit of contact as Johnson gets sideways, nearly taps the outside wall as he might have made contact with that number 26 of Cole Woody. Woody works himself into 3rd place. In the meantime, side by side right behind is bit of pushing going on right behind. That's 77 Keaton Jones, Ryan Kendrick in the 56 as they work themselves into 2. They're trying to work themselves low. That number 66 is Derek M. Smith. Also a yellow car in that mix. That'd be this number 90. Multiple cars on the wall right up off turn number 2. One in the back, one up towards the front. One towards the front was number 26 of Cole Woody, who's now in the midst of that battle for 3rd place. So that number 21 of Austin Johnson. Johnson's going to fall back into line as he works right up off the corner. So Connor will lead the restart lap. And since this whole pack is grouped up, lots and lots of draft is in this one area. So you got to take advantage of it. And if you don't, you're going to be in some bad hands. Right up off the corner, close to the wall. That number 92 of Connor is. He might have scraped the wall right up off the corner. That number 2 of Mulrooney is working himself forward. Into turns. Number 2. Mulrooney's there. Just a matter of when and how he'll pass that number 92 of Connor. But he's been lurking in the mix. Mulrooney already has 1 win in the Cup Series. We'll see if he can pick one up yet again. He picked his first last week, so attempting to go 2 in a row here at Pocono. Connor gonna break the draft all the way to the low side. Not a lot of draft down there. Not a lot of stale air. Driving that down low. Nobody went with him, so he doesn't have an arrow push. So close. Anybody is a bit of contact might have happened right up off the 2, but in the meantime, we're still green. As in the also, I've lost my gummy bear, where I've dropped it on the floor. I'm really disappointed that I cannot find it. Oh man, I can't find my gummy bear. It sucks. Well, it's on the carpet floor anyway. It's not like it's going to be edible or anything, so. Still green here at Pocono. Everybody just about singled out, except right behind, looking around for, I think that is number 90 of Malachi Drake. Right in front of them, that's the number 77 of Keaton Jones. Malachi a bit hungry for that position. So right up off the corner. Down the back straightaway. 3 wide right behind. Looking very sketchy around where the 11 of Eric Keeter. Peter Say has gone down the drain ever since that. Gosh, oh my goodness, look at all that contact right there with Brannigan, and looks like the 55 of Paul Granada Also, that makes we'll get a replay of what happened, as that was a horrible camera angle. Close, man. That's just about as close as you could call. These two are still going right at it. This worked right into 3. Paul did not like how Mark was racing him and tried to shove it through the corner, get up alongside of number 48. For that crossover, does so. These people are all over the place. Look at the 55, is dead sideways right up off the corner. What a save by Paul Granata. I don't even know how to pronounce his name. But man, that 55 was dead sideways. We're going to go ahead and take a replay yet again. Looks like, just got sideways. Just got sideways in the center of the corner and nearly turned it around. Luckily for him, he kept it straight. Dude's a wheel man, but unfortunately, he's lost a lot of position to all these leaders. Right up the head. Gabe Allen going through pit road at an alarming rate. Actually hits the pit wall. You might call it a day from this point forward, so. Halfway this time by. Currently working on our 8th lap. Logged under green for this run. Looks like Mulrooney sort of stalled out behind that number 92 Connor. I don't think Mulrooney likes dirty air. Nor do the people right behind, Cole Woody, Austin Johnson. I don't think he likes clean, dirty air as well. So, fortunately for them, we got it. We're still running within a second of this leader. But interesting things, and that is a horrible camera angle. I'm going to try to attempt to fix that. We'll try to do it actually right now, but that is not good. I'll try to fix that camera right now. A bit of an interesting thing. That number 2. Oh, Mulrooney is actually shifting into 1 and 2. You can shift. I wouldn't recommend it. Attempting to find this camera file so I can actually use it. There we go. See, on board with the number 92. Connor's just straightforward. Mulrooney, let me just go ahead and load up his camera file so it doesn't look like a piece of crap. See, Cole as well. I need to load up his camera file so it don't look like a piece of crap. Not default. There you go. Sorry for that ratchetness, but have to make the broadcast as clean as possible. But we'll watch on board with this number 2 of Aaron Mulrooney Jr. You see right behind the number 20, Andy McDowell is gonna hit pit road. Unsure why he's hitting pit road. He's not gonna make it from this point forward. He has. Well, he might. No, he's not. That's just 38 laps. That's at least, not at least. Yeah, that's at least 3 laps off with that fuel mark. Andy, I guess, elected for a short pit, but he needed to do it a bit later once that fuel window comes in. And Andy, he pitted on lap number, with 38 to go. It's not going to work out for him. He's going to he's going to have to pit one more time. So, curious on how. No, actually, Andy has actually towed it away. And that number 20, he's just calling it a day. And he is out for this one, unfortunately. So, I thought he was short pitting. Looks like not. So Andy's day is done for, but gosh, that engine just screams in the middle of 1 and 2 with Aaron running in 3rd gear. I wouldn't really recommend him running 3rd, but he's actually downshifting all 3 corners. You don't downshift in 2 usually, but no, he's not. I thought I heard the engine downshift in 2, but see the downshift right there? You hear it. Revs all the way up. He's working right off the corner, trying to maximize that engine. Those RPMs are all the way roaming around 9,000. And he's catching the number 92 of Connor. I don't know if Connor's downshifting.
Yellow flag is out.
Uh-oh, we got a yellow. And we will see what has happened as we see a car with a blown motor. Oh no, it's Keaton Jones. Oh man. That is unfortunate. Looks like Keaton just tagged the apron a bit. Whoa. Slammed it into the wall. That looked really odd, honestly. I'm gonna take another brief look at that. The reason I say it's odd is he didn't really get any kind of tight or loose. Right there, the car just points up. I don't know if that's like some kind of issue, but unfortunately for that number 77, Jones, his day is a fat L. And his day is done for in that number 77 machine. And that means we go under caution yet again with about 35 laps remaining. So we're roaming around the fuel window. If Keaton wrecked a couple laps prior, it would have caught us down to a weird number, but alright. So we're under caution, and we are running around the good old quote-unquote number. And we'll go green on, I think, 33 laps to go. I think that fuel window is going to be tight. If we go green from this point forward, it's going to be interesting on if they can make it on fuel, as Grayson Trexler is electing to stay out on the racetrack. Unsure on how his strategy is going to work out, but most likely he'll just come in next time by. But so Trexler stays out on the racetrack. And this track looks like hell has descended upon it. We're currently under cloudy conditions suddenly, right out of nowhere. Partly cloudy my butt. I don't even see any sunlight around here. Yeah, we're suddenly cloudy, and hopefully we'll get some sunshine through somewhere, but Trexler, yeah, for him. Almost like he can make himself out on the pit road, so guess lead a lap on the racetrack, get an extra bonus point. That won't hurt. And that'll break up Connor Brandon's all laps led streak. And speaking of Connor, he has fell back multiple positions all the way to fourth. No, looks like, yeah, fourth place. So Connor with a horrendous pit stop, 14.6. In the meantime, Austin got 14.2. Well, I think Connor just overshot his stop a bit because pit lane time was a 42.5 second time, and Austin's was a 41.1. So looks like Connor just overshot his pit stall just a slight, and that'll cost him the lead, unfortunately. So this is going to be the first time that number 92 is going to be stuck back there in dirty air. So it'll be interesting on how Connor will function in dirty air. I am having a stroke. We'll get the green on 30 laps to go, I think. It's either 31 or 30. No, yeah, 31 most likely. So, with a rave around of Gabe Allen working around the racetrack, he has a couple cars he can pass. Ian McDowell, Pocono, 55, number 20, and the number 20. Gabe just slowly crawling himself to the field right now, but yeah. I don't even know what to say. We don't even have any drivers in the voice chat. They're probably in their own voice call in Discord somewhere, so we can't drag any driver into in for a mid-race interview. We do get the one to go signal, luckily, so a bit of small silence won't hurt. But yeah, we'll scroll through the field very quickly. Austin Johnson on top. There's Derek Microwave Smith, Aaron Mulrooney Jr., Connor Brandon, of course, his internet blinking in and out. Classic Connor Brandon. Cole Woody, number 26, looking like some kind of candy cane on the racetrack. Speaking of candy canes and stuff, Merry Christmas, everybody who is watching the stream. Thank you all for tuning in for tonight. Alki Drake and number 90 running in P6. Mark Brannigan has a lot of right front damage on that machine, but he's still running okay. Kendrick, number 65. Eric Stamp as well up here in the mix. Eric Keeter. Two Eric's going to be starting relative of each other. KVK, Ryan Kwan, Grayson Trexler, Keaton Jones, who is currently 3 laps down. So we get ourselves set up for this next green flag run. Yeah. Lap number 21 of Austin Janser. Johnson. Just for the hell of it. Green flag is out.
Green flag.
We're up and away here with 30 laps to go, and we'll see if these drivers can make it on field. From this point forward, as the field works itself into one, Connor is going to be tucked up behind Derek M. Smith. It's going to be interesting on how Connor will work through the field. Into 1 and 2 they go. Cole gets real tight. He's still washing up the racetrack. Oh, wreck right behind. That's Eric Stamp.
Yellow.
Trexler is involved. And that'll mean we will make it on fuel. But, yeah, we're coming down to the end of the race, and we're seeing wrecks left and right. We'll see what happened. Right up off the corner with the, looks like the 09 of Eric Stamp. Quan, oh boy. Yeah, Quan already expressing displeasure on the iSCAR chat, and there was definitely contact with both. Looks like Stamper just washing up the racetrack, got a bit tight. Quan just followed through, but tried to get under him, and unfortunately both of them made contact. Obviously, Stamp got real tight, hit the wall in the process of that. And unfortunately, the 54 of Grayson Trexler was washed up into the mix. Gabe Allen just probably going to take the way around. What? Keaton blew a right front? Are you kidding me? So that means if Keaton blew a right front, I guess tires are a thing suddenly. If Keaton blew right front. What? I guess you can't make it on... You can't stretch the field all the way. Then... I guess there's a tire window suddenly. I don't know. What? Really? You keep blow. Oh my gosh, what the heck is Gabe Allen doing? Yeah. Huh. Looks like Jones, yeah, Jones' screen did black out, so. Christ, we're still under caution. Might as well go slide yourselves aside. We'll be right back right for this. Working on lap number 53 out of 80. iSCAR Pocono 200, iSCAR TSP Cup Series, round number 5 out of 20. We'll be right back right after this. iSCAR Pocono 200 about to get set to go green this time by working off for, I think, third or fourth caution of the night. Derek M. Smith, Austin Johnson going to round out row number 1. Pace car slides itself on the pit road and gets set for the green. Pace car's in. Green, green, green.
Green, green, green.
Great push by the number 26 of Woody to the 2 of Mulrooney. We'll see how Johnson will hold off as he worked in the 1. Mulrooney edges to the inside. I'm surprised he opened up the door to the inside. And I think Mulrooney will actually just go to the lead because of that. Real tight off at 1. And Mulrooney goes from 3rd to the lead. Or no, he's still side by side with the 21 of Austin Johnson, though. They're going to be side by side through 2. We'll see how Mulrooney holds up against the inside versus outside. But through 2, it's a single groove racetrack. And Mulrooney finally puts himself up front. New leader, number 2. Whoa, that's Heater who really shoved it on. Tried to. Man, just about to slide down right off a corner. Number 92, Connor, nearly cleared himself right off of 1. Connor currently running in 4th place as of right now. Still up front. Mulrooney, who's trying to go 2 in a row. Look at the different lines that he's running through 2. It just gets him a better exit off the corner. It just allows him to just slowly just pull. See, look at everybody. They're a groove up in 3. Mulrooney's going to throw blocks, though. Here we go. IndyCar. IndyCar time. Oh, 3 wide. What a move with a 26. All the way to the bottom side of the racetrack. He's going to gun for the lead, but will not secure it. As Mulrooney in the middle gets a nice run off. But that was interesting. Woody wanted to force the issue. And fortunately for that 2, Mulrooney. Double wide right behind. Woody's slide job right up with the number 21. That was a nice move by Woody. But it just didn't play off for the lead. But he does get himself into 2nd place. Here we go. To the inside goes Woody. Oh, might have been a bit of contact as Aaron gets shoved up the racetrack. A bit of net code between those 2. And new leader, the number 26, Cole Woody, works himself to the front stretch. And Mulrooney falls 2 spots back. Connor Brennan now wants to shuffle up here into the mix. And we're working on that time of, you know, it's go time. And Woody, you know, he's gone. Oh, Mulrooney gets turned. Derek M. Smith involved. Mulrooney goes around. Caution's out. Oh, man. Wow. 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 That's all I have to say. Just wow. That whole span of 5 miles was just pure action between the top 5, and you'll see right there. Looks like Derek just washed up with Mulrooney. Around those people went. We'll see it again. Looks like Derek got tight. Mulrooney just held his line through, and Mulrooney wasn't following the car in front of him. That number 21, Austin Johnson. I'm sure Derek expected Mulrooney to be a bit, I guess, half a car length up the racetrack. Unfortunately, for the 66 and the 2, they will have to be all the way to the rear of the field. Oh! Oh! Colin! Oh! Oh my goodness! Oh no! Oh boy! Split strategy. And we got 4 cars that stayed out on the racetrack. Woody's gonna field Phillip Pit Road. Oh boy. What the heck is up with this pit stop crap? Like cars are jumping all over the place. It's like somebody's jacking up the rear of the car rather than the actual side of the car. I don't even know what, but anyway, we got split strategies. And here on the bottom right, is how it's gonna be. So Cole elected in for tires. That might have been the call, honestly. With 20 to go, that might have been a good call. Connor is on 13 lap old tires. I mean, obviously you gotta count cautions in those, so I guess that's about 9-10 lap old tires on that number 92. It might have worked for him. It might work for Connor, but it might not at the same time. So we'll see on how Connor will face again with the people on newer tires, as Ryan Kendrick in the number 20, not 25, but 65, has put himself in 5th place in front of that 26 of Cole Woody. So da 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 da. Oh well, no. I was about to say, they coming back in. What? They ain't. People getting waves around and crap. We're still under caution. Caution? I don't even know what the heck I'm saying, but slide yourself to the side. 20 to go this time by. Stay tuned. More to come for this finish. We're back here live for this one. As getting ourselves set up for this next green flag run. Currently 18 laps left in this race, and we're working off our looks like, I think, 5th caution of the night. We've ran, I don't even know how many laps under caution. 17 laps under caution. And we have 61 complete, so a fairly solid race from on forward, but hopefully we go green from this point to the checkered flag. A couple cars electing to stay out. Top 4 actually on the racetrack have all elected to stay out on the racetrack. We'll see how that will play out for them. Pace car gonna slide itself on a pit road. Green, green, green. This time by our 5th restart of the day. We'll hand out to Connor Brennan. Woody, I tell you what, man. If there's a driver that's going to win this race, it's probably going to be Woody. That man is on a mission. Oh, contact in the 11.
Yellow flag is out.
Of Eric Heater got into the backside of Cade McKee. Yeah, we're sacking caution now. Caution breeding cautions. And here we go. Yeah, it looks like, we're 3 wide into 1. Peter just drove over the 27 once he saw a hole. Unfortunately, man, yeah. We're under caution for the umpteenth time. 6th time tonight. I'll put Gabe Allen now, 8 laps down. No, 7 laps down now. We'll see how the admins call for Cole Woody, if he did jump the restart or not. That'll be really unfortunate for Cole if he did. Real unfortunate. And pit road. Still under caution. On board with the number 92. Some people electing to go on the pit road. Quan, Cade McKee, Eric Stamp. In and out, just repairing more damage. So, yeah. Oh my god, Gabe is, yeah, he's wall riding. Lightning Queen. Whatever the hell, how that works. His whole freaking suspension. Now, it's looking like Kurt Busch at Talladega. His whole suspension's now crab walking. Oh, jeez. That's funny. Do it again. Looks like they're showing us the black flag. Oh, jeez. Buddy! I don't even know what he's doing. He's just screwing around, trying to get some kind of TV time. He's, you know, involved in that first lap wreck. That car looks so ridiculous while it's just crabbing along the racetrack. It just looks so unnatural. Hello, Matthew Klein. For those of you on the chat, we're with 15 to go as right now on the racetrack. So, I suggest for everybody to go ahead and pick their drivers and, yeah. By means of pick their drivers, pick who you think, who's gonna win this race. My bet's on the number 92 Connor. In my opinion, that number 92 Connor, he is, his strategy of staying out on the racetrack is sort of paying off to him. Staying out on the racetrack, just, you know, allowing him to get track position over tires, and the caution is playing out as well, is just working to his favor. So. Yeah. My bet's on that number 92, Connor. He's gonna pick up his first W of the night. If it's not gonna be Connor, it's gonna be that number 26, Cole Woody. He has been the man to beat. That number 26, sporting that Mustang red machine. I don't even know what the heck to call it, but Cole, if he doesn't have the car, he has the drive to win the race. That man is just, oh my goodness, he's unbelievable on restarts. He needs to keep having short runs, so a couple more cautions will just help to his favor, because Cole is just unbelievable on passing with new fresh goodies. And he's going to be starting in third place right behind that number 92 Connor, so he's going to get the advantage to Austin Johnson unless he gets a good restart for the green flag. Yeah. Pace car lights are off, doubled it up for the restart. 92, 21, 26, 11, 65, 90, 54, 2, 66, 28, 27, 09. All the cars on the lead lap. Everybody 13th through 19th is all laps down, unfortunately. Still got a decent field left on the racetrack, so it should be a fun one from start to finish. Anything could happen with this start, as Connor is flexing his amazing internet. I tell you what, this is for Connor. Connor, I know you run a Fanatec Fanatic wheel. Why don't you spend that money on why don't you spend that money on good internet? Damn it, Connor. You had one job. We love you, Connor. Cheers to you. Hope you win this race. Coming to the green. Pace car is gonna, you know, on the pit road.
Green's out. Green flag. Green flag.
And Austin did not get a good restart. You know who did, though? That number 92, Connor. He is checking out. About 10 cars in this main pack working themselves into turn number 1. Peter's trying to slot to the low side, but looks like Kendrick's a bit slow, so they're just picking up the racetrack. Above of that 65. We go down the back straightaway. This time we stay clean. Rooney and that number 2, ever since he got spun, stuck back in traffic trying to work through the field, but he's there. That's no drafting help though. Meanwhile up front, Connor breaking the draft, and of course that internet playing to his advantage. Nobody sucking up off of him. But number 21 of Austin Johnson's been a dark horse. He's started second 2 races in a row. This time he just started 10th as he nearly strikes the ball right up off the corner. Johnson, he has a chance, but he has to prove it. Look at this close racing race right behind as near contact with, by the looks of it, that's the, maybe Derek M. Smith, Aaron Mulrooney getting into it. So work down the back straightaway into the corner. Malachi gonna shove it in front of Heater to get himself ahead of that 11 by that 90. He's got himself a position up. Looking like IndyCar. Everybody just following in pursuit of that leader. I'll tell you what turn that number 1 is really, really good at. That's turn number 3. He's actually second up on that number 92. Connor really nicely. Connor didn't like to keep himself against that safer barrier down the Long Pond straightaway, but Austin's there. This is going to be his best shot to get alongside of Connor, but get too far back. Maybe he can make a run at him through coming into 1. Connor breaks the draft. The gap is now less than half a car length, and here comes Austin to the low side. Here we go. Oh, he drove it in really deep. But I think Connor's just going to get the edge right up off the corner unless he gets tight. He doesn't. So Connor moves himself back to the lead. Austin had a shot, but I think he just mistook the corner to drive it in deeper. He's still within Connor's grasp though. You only have so much with those new tires. I mean, not new tires, but with those tires, that's might have gotten a bit loose too. We'll see how he interprets 3. He's there though. He's definitely there. Look how big of a run he just gets down the straightaway. Connor is just a sitting duck on the front stretch. If Austin is there in the white and he gets another run like that, Connor has to throw one hell of a block to keep himself in that lead. Gotta nail your corners though. And by the looks of it, Connor's slowly pulling away from Austin. Probably has this thing in the bag. Not number 92, Connor does, but we'll see. I think Connor's slowly pulling away. He got a great 3 that time. The 21 hit, yeah, he's in the wall. Austin hit the wall right up off the corner, and that probably might have cost him the chance at the chance for the win. He has a lot of right front damage on that machine, and Cole is there. Push the car too much. Cole did the inside. Or Austin gonna shove it into the corner. He might get tight. Yeah, that might have cost Austin the race, fortunately. Now the fight is for second. Cole, in and out, in and out. Austin's really deep into the corner. Oh yeah, he's really tight. Oh my goodness. All of them are tight. Cole to the inside. And he's on newer tires than Austin, so he can drive it deeper. And here comes another cat as well. That's the number 65 of Ryan Kendrick to the right side of your screen. Austin's gonna sort of fake out a block. Now Cole is in position to go ahead and make a run at that number 92 of Connor Brennan, but he's way, way far back. Now 1.4 seconds, no, 1.2 seconds. That second place. Cole defends low. Wow, look at Austin just drive it to the outside. Boy, he got a great run through. One. I'm surprised, Austin. Within. They go through two. Austin's there. He's just not letting the second place go. And Cole, Cole's probably, he's definitely better in longer runs. Cole got a good 3 that time, so we'll finally wipe away Austin from, you know, that second place battle, unless that draft goes ahead and plays a difference. It's real tight through the corner. Trying to follow in pursuit. That clean air is just working to Connor's advantage. He's just flying now. The last time by, since he was battling with Austin, he just lost so much time. He's just lost track of the leader, and it's just not going to work to his advantage now. By the looks of it. 4 laps to go for Connor. But you got to give a good call, that number 92, for staying out. Track positions over tires. We have this battle here for 3rd, but as I said, track position over tires played out in the end, and now Connor is looking to go for his first win. Three laps to go. They're starting to bunch up for that 3rd position. Looks like Kendrick. He's trying to find a way around that 21. Here he goes to the low side. He's going to drag Mulrooney with him as well. Connor, of course, blinking out. Not a problem to him. He's already 2 seconds ahead of Woody. Well, Rooney is there. Austin just has to hold off Mulrooney for 2 more laps and will retain that 3rd position, but we'll see how it'll happen as they work themselves into 1. They're hitting the wall every lap. And Austin, you know, tagged the wall again. Mulrooney to the low side. Derek coming into the mix. 3 wide. Oh, what a move by Derek. He wants to go. Cross it. Looks like he will. White flag. 1 more lap to go for that number 93. 92, I mean. Connor Brandon. It's probably dominated. No, he definitely dominated. Not probably. He definitely dominated. Leading 66 out of scheduled 80. He worked down the long pond straightaway. Connor. Season hasn't gone really his way. Oh, contact, and Austin Johnson goes around. Wow. Mulrooney had enough of him, and Austin goes through the grass. But Connor, maybe this is the point of turnaround for his season. Hasn't finished up inside the top 5 up until now. And not only is it a top 5, it's a win. Checkered flag at number 92. Connor Brandon, your winner here tonight at Pocono. Field crosses the wire. Saw the contact back there. I think Austin's mad. Austin's looking for somebody. Here he comes, and that would be the number 2. We just flew by him. That was interesting for that final lap. Connor Brandon, it's been a while since that man has been in victory lane. It's been in victory lane, probably in the truck series, where he actually went to victory lane for his truck championship. But now, a step up. And here he is in Cup victory lane. Congratulations to Connor Brandon, that number 92, gonna burst down on the front stretch. Proximity in victory lane again. 2 weeks in a row. Last week it was Mulrooney. This time it's Connor. Full results going to be shown on your screen. Connor Brandon, Cole Woody, Derek M. Smith, Aaron Mulrooney, Malachi Drake, Ryan Kendrick, Cade McKee, Austin Johnson, Eric Keeter, Grayson Trexler. Rounds out the top 10. Ryan Kwan, Eric Stamp, Gabe Allen, Keaton Jones, Mark Brannigan, Andy McDowell, Paul Granada, Josh Patterson, Glenn Bundren, and Yusuf Ghali. He's also in tonight's race. That is weird because I didn't even recognize his name was in for tonight. Granger Para also as well on the racetrack as well. Congratulations to the number 92, Connor Brandon. We're going to slide yourself to the side. Can't wait to go ahead and interview the top 3 here for tonight. Connor Brandon, Cole Woody, and Derek M. Smith. Be right back right after this. And we are back here live. That's my... Alright, we're back here live for the Pocono 200 iSCAR TSP Cup Series, round number 5 out of 20. Gotta go green. What the heck am I saying? We're not green. We're already finished up with the race. Connor Brennan in the number 92 has taken the checkered flag, and we're gonna slide itself on to the booth. And Connor Brennan, man, what a dominating performance by you. You stole the pole. You're here in victory lane. You led most of the laps. Talk to me about your day overall.
Yeah, I mean, that was a really good race for me. I was finally able to get it done at Pocono. I've been wanting to win a race at Pocono for a while. I've always been able to be strong there, and I was just comfortable there today. I was able to be quicker than everyone else, and the cautions kind of felt how I would have liked them to. I didn't have to really worry about fuel. They were good all race, so I just got to be able to drive the car as fast as I could for the whole race, and it worked.
Right, man. In that final restart, you elected to stay out with older tires rather than coming in for some fresh rubber, and paid off in the end. The person on freshest tires was actually in second place, Cole Woody, and that number 26 was 2 seconds behind. But luckily for you, you pulled away. How was it on old tires to pull away from Cole?
Yeah, I mean, old tires were there. I think they were better because on the restarts, they were really cold, and just in turn 1, you would slide up and super tight for like 2 laps. And we didn't really go that long on old tires, so I just decided to stay out because my tires felt fine, and I knew my car wouldn't really be affected much anyway if I pit. So I just didn't want to lose any track position, especially if I would have started on the outside. So I just decided to stay out.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Now you be quiet. How?
I need to get that motherfucker out. Anyway, Connor, you're in clean air most of the time. You got stuck back in traffic, just slight. Of course, dirty air versus clean air definitely played a factor in for tonight's race. How did you manage to stay up front for the remainder of the race?
I just staying out was the big thing there, because clean air, yeah, it was really good. Whenever I fell back to 4th on that one pit stop, it was really different for me on that restart. I almost collided with a few people because I just took the corner as I did in clean air, and I almost hit a few people, but I was able to have some fun battles up there. So
yeah, man, you worked yourself back up front, and here you are in victory lane. Your first win in the Cup Series, but definitely one for the better. Congratulations, Connor. Any sponsor you want to thank you for tonight?
yeah, I want to thank Proximity Racing. Obviously, we did good again today, and Brian Mullen, he painted that beautiful Christmas paint scheme that I ran today, so thanks to him for that.
All right, that's Connor Brandon, the number 92. We'll go ahead and see you coming next race, maybe on tomorrow on Sunday. So, Connor, congratulations to winning the race, and we'll see you next time.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
That was number 92, Connor Brandon, and we'll slide yourselves back to number 26, Cole Woody. And Woody, you were on fresh tires out there at the end, but unfortunately, 2 seconds just didn't cut it for the win. Talk to me about your strategy rather than staying out of the racetrack. You came into pit.
Well, I knew 4 tires were going to be the ultimate call, considering the fact these tires wear pretty badly on the right front at Pocono, so I knew if I put 4 tires on it, maybe I could have got up there to challenge Connor, but he was just the dominant car all day. Could do nothing with him.
Right, but you salvaged out a second place off of those 4 tires, man. A great call by you, but of course, Connor being the more dominant car, he just had cleaner air and pulled himself into a 2-second lead. But speaking of air, clean air played an effect here tonight. I know you were stuck back in traffic. How did the car feel behind other cars?
The car drove awesome. I could put it anywhere I wanted to. It's just easy to drive. I knew how to drive the track very well and knew when to get off, and it was just easy for me. I didn't have much trouble all race long.
Yep, and that pulled off a second place run here for tonight. You started yourself in 9th and pulled yourself into 2nd, man. Congratulations on your 2nd place finish. Well, before we let you go, any sponsor you want to thank you for tonight?
Nope.
All right, man. Plain and simple. Nope. All right. We'll go ahead and see you coming next race. Yeah. Cole Woody, P2.
Thank you for having me.
And that was number 26 of Cole Woody, and I think that'll be all here for tonight. Number 92, Connor Brennan, your winner. here for tonight. Until next time, we'll be back coming tomorrow at Road America for the B car. Xfinity cars on the road circuit should be fun and see how that pans out. Otherwise than that, congratulations to Connor Brennan. As I said, we'll see you tomorrow night.